Good afternoon and welcome to the Dave Bryant Stadium for a massive game in the Vanarama National League South. It's Enfield Town against Maidstone United. 90 minutes commentary with me, Michael Ackier, coming up. Kick-off just 5 minutes away. It's a huge game at the bottom of the table. Enfield Town sitting in 22nd with 3 points. Maidstone United sitting in 20th with 6 points. It's a huge game. It could potentially kick-start Enfield Town's season. I will shortly get to the team sheet, including news of 2 debutants in the lineup. But before all that, it's a very warm welcome next to me to pundit extraordinaire John Manatara. John, how are you feeling about today's game?
Well, I've been called worse things, but yeah, hopefully, after seeing the Maidstone game, I did a bit of spying and watched their match the other night with Chelmsford. I was surprised when they had a credible draw with Boreham Wood, 1-1 away, which is a great result. But then saying that, that gave me flashbacks of Slough Town when they lost 5-1, and especially towards the end. Made basic errors and played a high line and got caught up. It was generally a bit like our game at Slough. So anything can happen. Both teams need to step up. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So John's referring to Chelmsford's last game, which was Tuesday night, I think. Maidstone's last game, Tuesday night, at home to Chelmsford. They lost 5-1. Possibly slightly misleading because it was only 2-1 the late 80 minutes, but they went down 5-1. As a result, Maidstone, as I say, have 6 points from their division, from their season so far. 1 win, 3 draws, 3 defeats. Enfield, 1 win, 6 defeats. Sounds bad, Enfield's record, 1 win, 6 defeats. What you would say, of the 7 games played so far, Enfield have played all 6 of the top 6, and Enfield's 6 defeats, 5 have been by 1 goal. So yes, they've lost 6, but they've not been hammered every game. It's been close to one thing for a lot of them.
Yeah, it's definitely been similar to our games, really. In some way, Maidstone started the season off, and but they've got more or less a similar sort of team to last time. A bit of we've got the Andrade's always dangerous, Bruno Andrade there, top striker. And it's interesting to see our change of defence in particular, how we're going to cope, because we did need to improve. But saying that, a lot of the issues we had in the final third, actually not creating clear-cut chances or not taking them. So really we've got to step up, and we'll see what happens.
Well, the players are out on the pitch. The referees are going through the necessaries in the centre circle, referees and assistants. So I'll quickly run you through the teams. First of all, the visitors, Maidstone United, have in goal number 1, Alex Andre Jr., who's a new signing. Number 2, Temi Oweka. Number 3, Ben Brooks. Number 5 is their captain for today, George Fowler. Number 9, Aaron Blair. Number 10, Shaquille Coulthurst. Number 11, Charlie Seaman. 12, Arj Krasnicki. 16, Matt Bentley. 18, Bivesh Garung, and 20, Sam Smith. Enfield Town are about to kick off, having goal Reece Forster, 20, Mickey Parcell, 5, Joresh Nembard, 14, debutant Carl Mensah, and 11, debutant Harley Mills. Number 16, Lennon Peake. Number 4 is the captain, Scott Thomas. 6 is Kanya Leshabella, 12, Billy Leonard, 7, Ollie Knight, and 18, Hisham Kasimu. So you'll have noticed the eagle-eared amongst you, you'll have noticed 2 debutants in the Enfield team as the game kicks off, with Enfield kicking us off, defending the Hertfordshire Zoo goal, for those who know it, those who know the ground. Enfield's 2 debutants then, number 14, Carl Mensah, 28-year-old defender, formerly captain at Bedford Town, and number 11, Harley Mills, left-sided defender, left-back. He signed an initial 1-month loan. That's how it's been phrased, an initial 1-month loan from Peterborough. He came through the Villa ranks, and he's 20 years old. As Harley Mills indeed has the ball now. As Enfield look to attack on the left. It's back with Leshabella. He goes back to Carl Mensah, and he launches the ball up the right, looking for Billy Leonard, and the ball's out of play, and Enfield Town have a throw-in. halfway inside the Maidstone half on the right-hand side. Early thoughts, John?
It's at least we're in their half. That's a positive I can gain on this one. So hard to tell at the moment. No real pattern yet, but it's interesting to see how we're going to get. With the two new players already, they've had a long-range shot, which is saved.
Long-range shot indeed from Aaron Blair with the ponytail up top for Maidstone. He shot from about 35-40 yards there, straight down the throat of Reece Forster. But a signal of intent there perhaps from Maidstone. An absolutely massive game this, both sides desperate for the points, and you get the feeling whoever gets the win today, this could potentially kick-start their season. A 3-goal win would take Enfield above Maidstone, but it would just be the psychological impact as much as anything else of a win today, as Maidstone attack down in the right-hand flank in the corner, but Aaron Blair is shoved out of play by Josh Nembard, and it's a goal kick to Enfield Town. The psychological impact of a win today would be massive for either team, John. Oh,
totally. I mean, it's going to kickstart either team's season. So it's probably going to be a draw, isn't it? After all that, after the hype for that one. But yeah, we've really got to step up, and we're not going to fall away too much. And this is a time to pick up points, regardless. I think so. It's crucial we get a result today.
You can't underestimate the importance of this one. It's a decent crowd. People still filling in. See behind both goals. Actually, there's a good gathering of fans. No Premier League games today, so potential for a big turnout as Maidstone launch the ball forward from defence, looking for Shaq Coulthurst up front, but an early header there for Carl Mensah. Big lad from at the back, you might say, the new signing from Bedford. Only signed last night, Carl Mensah, along with Harley Mills, and Harry Ottaway is the other surprise new signing. 35-year-old striker returning to Enfield Town.
Yeah, he makes me feel quite young, actually. Might just scored a lot of goals than I have, that's for sure. But yeah, it's good to have him back, and it's we need a bit of a direct approach as well. So let's see what happens. And we'd like to see Kasimu, score, and don't hesitate. Some chances he overthinks things, so he's got so much potential. He needs to get a goal, get his confidence up, and we'll be okay. Let's hopefully we can kick-start the season. Reece Foster's just taking a goal kick at the moment, and so even start, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, just the one shot so far. A long-range effort from Aaron Blair, a goal scorer last weekend for Maidstone. So both sides have a fair number of newish faces, summer arrivals in their teams. I count at least 5 in the starting lineup for Maidstone, summer arrivals, including, interesting for all Spurs fans out there, Shaquille Coulthurst. He's a name that will ring a bell for many Lily White fans. Had 10 minutes for Spurs back in the Europa League in 2013 as Maidstone looked to come forward, but Bentley's run out of play by Mickey Parcell out on the Enfield right, and it's a goal kick to Enfield Town. So yeah, Shaq Coulthurst wearing number 10 for Maidstone. He'd have played here before, I imagine. Having come through the Spurs ranks, there's a fair chance he'd have played in one of the Spurs youth teams in a pre-season game here at Enfield. And he's up front with Aaron Blair, the number 9. He's got a bit of pace in him. As Nembard goes up, wins a header against Blair, and Enfield Town are given a free kick for infringement upon Scott Thomas, and he quickly takes the free kick, goes back to Josh Nembard. He plays it forward to Harley Mills, the new face on the left for Enfield Town. He looks to feed it forward for Ollie Knight, and it's forced back, but it's gone out for a throw-in to Maidstone. Ollie Knight with Billy Leonard coming all the way over to the left. As Maidstone take the throw up their right flank, it's headed clear by Nembard, and now Seaman for Maidstone will take a throw halfway inside the Enfield half on the right hand side. He's pinching a few yards, and he's now almost level with the edge of the Enfield Town area, the ball having gone out halfway inside the half. But such is life. Let's see what you can do. It's going to be a long one because Maidstone have put 4 into the area, 1 on the edge of the area, and the ball goes into the 6-yard box. Mensah's up there to win the header, and it's the first corner of the game, and it's gone to Maidstone. And Maidstone are dangerous from set pieces. They've only got 4 goals this season. 2 of them have come from corners, 2 of them have come from long throws. And all of them have been provided by Ben Brooks, who stands over this one, left-footed Ben Brooks. Maidstone have 6 in the area and 2 on the edge of the area, and this will be a threat. Enfield will surely know all about this. The Maidstone players are crowding the 6-yard box. They're all over Reece Forster like a rash here, and it's congested in there, to say the least. Referee just sorting out some of the exchange of pleasantries between the players. Ben Brooks will go again. The hand signal is 2 hands raised, which probably means something, and in comes the corner. Forster's up, he's only half got hold of it. Ball's loose, half shot comes in and Forster smuggles it wide. Blair mishit his shot. Forster, I thought, got a hand on it, but it's actually just trickled wide. Blair mishit his shot. It was an almighty scramble. It was a well-delivered corner. It went straight into the 6-yard box. Forster got a couple of hands on it, but it was a flap more than a punch. And the ball ricocheted all over the place before Blair mishit his shot wide on the right inside the 6-yard box.
Yeah, it was something out of nothing, really. I mean, Reece Forster should have really caught that one, I think, and it just fell to their players and it mishit it, fortunately for us.
Forster's restarted the game with a goal kick towards the left, and it's going to be a throw-in for Enfield Town, which Harley Mills will take just inside his own half on the left. He's got Knight in front of him, Le Chabella now breaking off towards the centre. Leonard's up there, but it's Seaman for Maidstone who gets ahead, and it's flicked through, however, and now Ollie Knight. Ball's forced back though, and Nembard has to pick it up inside his own half. He's under pressure from Blair, and Nembard's failed to control that. It's gone out for a throw-in to Maidstone. There's a couple of the regulars line up in front of us, pints in hand, getting ready to take their seats as Maidstone look to work their way up the right-hand flank. Blair keeps it in, but Mills steals it off him and then chips the ball up the line. You're looking for Casimou. He's bundled off the pitch. The referee, I think, is giving nothing more severe than a throw-in against Casimou. That could have been a bit more dangerous than it turned out.
Yeah, interesting to see whether the pints, I think the last few games have driven us to drink, probably. I think with the late goals we conceded. Hopefully we can nick one today, a late goal, at least score anyway. And it's a fairly even start, but Maidstone a bit of a sleeping giant, really, I think, in my opinion. So just hopefully they won't click today.
Yeah, absolutely. Maidstone, who's just missed out on promotion last year. They made the playoffs, albeit they're now 20th in the league coming into today's match. And they've got a throw on the left and a volleyed across the area, all the way across. Mills is able to half clear it up towards halfway, and Seaman will take control. Plays it in field to Garung, who listeners may remember from having seen on Match of the Day last year when he scored the FA Cup goal of the round in the FA Cup second round last year. Bhivesh Garung, Maidstone born of Nepalese parentage. Maidstone made the FA Cup 5th round last year, beating Ipswich Town en route, and came within 3 or 4 minutes of the quarter-final, in fact. So they've got some pedigree. The FA Cup will start for Enfield Town next week with a home match against Peterborough Sports. As Forster takes a goal kick, up over halfway. Le Chabella climbs, but Sam Smith is up. Sorry, George Fowler's up for Maidstone. And Sam Smith completes the clearance for them. It's up towards Blair. He's pressurised by Nembard, but Seaman's over to push the ball forward towards Coulthurst. Mensah comes across and does really well. Good strength there from the giant Mensah. Looks about 8 foot tall, striding across the centre there, but he used his bulk. 6'6", I'm reliably informed. 8 foot at a distance. Towered above Shaq Coulthurst there and did really well to use his strength and just shepherd the ball out of play from Coulthurst.
Yeah, it's good. So far, first impressions are very good. Mensah, it's definitely a tower of strength there at the back. We kind of need that.
Just breaking off there because Nembard's heels appear to be clipped and Bentley was through on goal, but Forster came out and gathered. Sorry about that, John.
Yeah. we've got to win these 50-50s in the midfield, I think, at the moment, just to see you get some consistency and some pressure on them. But at the moment, it seems to be Maidstone.
Break off again there because another ball was lofted forward, this time towards Aaron Blair, and Forster made full use of the width of his area there, gathering the ball in his arms right on the edge of the area, but right under the nose of the assistant linesman, and he saw it as fine. And now Enfield are breaking forward, and a long-range shot comes in, but it's wide. I think it was Lennon Peak cutting in from the right, and he shot from a good 45 yards, possibly 50 yards there. It was very speculative, but Enfield Town have had an effort on goal. And 11 minutes in, it's Enfield Town 0, Maidstone United 0. This crunch game at the basement end of the Vanarama National League South. Maidstone have a throw on halfway. Enfield Town's in exceptional voice behind the Maidstone goal. And credit where it's due, Maidstone have brought a heck of a lot of fans as well, crowded behind Reece Forster's goal at the Hertfordshire Zoo end. They're silent at the moment as Maidstone loft the ball forward on towards the left, meant to get it to head on it. It's headed back in field, and then Scott Thomas plays it forwards, and it's gone out of play for a Maidstone throw. It's with Garung, and then launched forward on the left, but Forster's got an eye on this. He's put under pressure but does well to see it out. Shaq Coulthurst running down a blind alley there, and Enfield Town have a goal kick. Honours even so far?
Yeah, honours even, and a big shout out to our fans. Been amazing, got to say. Every match I've been to see them, home and away, whichever game, amazing support, especially when we need them now to lift our spirits, and hopefully we can make them happy today. And a great support by Maidstone as well. Good ball following, must be about 200, 250 probably, so great support as well. So hopefully I think we're going to have over 1,000 today for sure.
Yeah, credit where due. Yeah. Aaron Blair, neat little pirouette, around the world pirouette on the ball from him, trying to play the ball forward for Bentley, but Nembar did well to cut it out, and then Thomas tidies up by passing back to Forster. He launches it up over halfway towards Knight. He's beaten in the air by Uweka. Uweka, the leading scorer for Maidstone, actually, the number 2. Uweka, the Enfield attack is smothered by Maidstone. It's gone back to Andre in their goal. Launched forward, but Mensah's up really strongly on halfway to win the header. Give it to Casimou. He's fed it out wide to Peak, who shoots from range, and it's shoveled wide by Andre, who tries to gather on the second attempt. Casimou follows in with his feet first, sliding in, and the referee's given a free kick, but nothing more. And I think that's fair. It was a sliding challenge from Casimou. The ball was loose. He went for it, feet first, and Andre, the goalkeeper, gathered it again. I think the initial shot was from Lennon Peak for the second time. He's having a shot from range.
Yeah, the good thing is, even if long range is worth a shot, is you can get a rebound, and that's what we got to capitalise on and get Casimou in there to get those 6-yard box poachers goals really that we need. Actually, we need any goal right now. That's probably an understatement, but yeah, header forward by Scott Thomas.
Yeah, the ball's back in play, and Knight goes in with Bentley. Bentley falls to ground, nothing given by the ref. Mills can now play it forward towards Knight, but Uweka takes absolutely no chances with that. Lamps it into a different postcode there. Temi Uweka, the number 2 for Maidstone, their top goal scorer this season with 2 goals. Scott Thomas, just inside the Maidstone half, plays it wide to Parcell. Slightly loose ball, but it's picked up by Leisha Baylor. He gives it back to Thomas. Now Peak on the right. Peak finds Leonard, deep cross, but it's gone behind the goal, and it's out for a goal kick to Maidstone. A little spell of possession though, inside the Maidstone half at least for Enfield. A few short passes strung together.
Yeah, at least we're getting a few passes. It's going to take a bit of time again, because we seem to be restructuring the team at the moment, rebuilding, new players coming in. It's going to take time to gel. I mean, it's taking longer than we thought, with obviously the injuries we've had as well, and the new signings. But it's so far it's even 50-50 so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Enfield just tidying up at the back. Leonard and Mills combining, and then Mills shoving the ball forward in regards to play for a throw to Maidstone. You talk about the new arrivals. We were just watching the back four, the new look back four, 50% of whom only arrived yesterday. We were watching them pre-kick-off, just practicing their synchronicity, I guess you'd say, moving forward and backwards in a four, practicing their headers, practicing their movement. it'll be easy to forget that these are a back four who've barely met each other. Mills and Mensah only arrived yesterday, Nembard only arrived in the summer, and Mickey Parcells out on the right. Meanwhile, Maidstone have a free kick inside the centre circle, inside their own half, for a foul by Scott Thomas, today's captain for Enfield, and the referee, who is George Laughlin, is just having a little word with Scott Thomas, no more than that.
Yeah, so far so good with the referee. I haven't had a single moan yet, Michael, so far so good, but I don't want to tempt fate though. And yeah, we've got a free kick here in our own half from Maidstone.
Free kick upcoming. A spectator in an excellently judged Nirvana t-shirt has just walked past us to take his... Yeah, I'm impressed by that. Talking of sartorial elegance, Maidstone are all in yellow today, and it's good play from Seaman for them. Crossing the ball into the area, it's going to come out wide to Blair on the right. He fires across and it's well gathered by Forster, diving low at his near post. It was good play on the right there by Charlie Seaman. A little bit of trickery to make room for himself. His cross was initially blocked. Blair picked up the rebound, fired in across, and then was saved by the goalkeeper Rhys Forster. Enfield Town have possession on the right inside the Maidstone half. Breaking forward now, ball's chipped into the area by Parcell. Levy can't quite bring it under his spell. Andre, the goalkeeper, makes a mess of that. A free kick's been given to Andre for what looked like a spectacular mid-air cartwheel. I presume there was contact with an Enfield limb in there somewhere.
Well, here comes my first moan. I think I was, it wasn't even a free kick. Both went for the ball. He lost it, and he gave the safest bet to give a free kick to the goalie there, in my opinion.
It resembled one of the cartwheels that my 8-year-old niece practices. That's what it looked like. He launched himself 3 feet in the air and then spiralled, but the referee wasn't as impressed as I and the fellow aunts and uncles are by young Julie's gymnastics at home. As Maidstone looked to bring the ball forward out of defence, launch it forward on the left. Scott Thomas gets a head on it, Leshabella's underneath it, and then it's hooked forward by Enfield, and Scott Thomas now puts his foot on it, brings it onto the floor, but Seaman picks it up for Maidstone, plays it forward for Bentley in a central position 30 yards from goal. He tries to thread it forward for Blair but overhits it, and it's out for a goal kick. Good intention that was a cute little attempted pass in between centre back and full back from Bentley.
Yeah, I mean, they're quite dangerous, but nothing's really come off just yet for them. But you can see what they're trying to do, the way they're set out. 3 at the back, haven't they, as well, I think. 4 in the middle, 1 pushing in the middle there between the 2 forwards as well. So it's like a 3-4-1-2 or something, isn't it, I think? And interesting set up. A long ball from Foster in the middle.
Yep, picked up by Billy Leonard, but now launched forward by Maidstone. It's picked up by Bentley now, 30 yards from goal, has a shot from range, just wide. Goodness me, that was close. It was 25 yards out, Bentley. He picked it up halfway inside the Enfield half, stormed forward 5 yards, one thought in his mind, and he connected sweetly. Right foot, low shot from 25-30 yards, just wide of Forster's left-hand post.
Yeah, I like to think he had it covered, which he kind of did anyway, but thankfully it was a great effort though. Yeah. Worth a punt at any time, the opportunity. But Foster was there though, he was a weight to it. And then we have another kick up into the centre of the field for Foster.
As Blair brings it under control, does really well, gets it forward to Coulthurst. Neat little flick from Coulthurst back into Blair, running towards the centre of the area. He's beaten the challenge, still Blair. Now it's through for Bentley. Bentley's through and goal. Great save by Forster. Danger's not over. The cross is whipped back into the centre of the area. Coulthurst at the back post with a header. Forster gets a hand on it, and it's half cleared. Ball still loose. Leshabella hacks it clear. Danger's not over though. Maidstone coming again out on the left. Cross whipped in low towards the area, and it's in! Bentley flicks it in for Maidstone. Matt Bentley gives Maidstone United the lead. A flick at the near post after a cross from the left. And after 20 minutes, the deadlock is broken. It's Enfield Town 0, Maidstone United 1. Matt Bentley for Maidstone.
Yeah, that was the first bit of pressure really. And there was a bit of an overlap there, and we got caught short on the right hand side of our defence really, and that led to the clearance, and then they got the ball back, and then a neat, tidy finish there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an even game so far, but that was the first real spell of penalty area pressure, penalty box pressure. Forster did really well. He got 2 clearances in there, 2 good saves. Enfield's clearances, however, didn't pass halfway. They cleared it up towards the centre circle, it came back. They cleared it up towards the centre circle, it came back a third time, and that third time the cross came in from the left and Bentley was there to flick it in at the near post. Enfield kick off again then, a goal behind in what's otherwise been a pretty even game. It's Le Chabella bringing it under control on halfway. Does really well there under pressure, Le Chabella. Spreads it wide to Parcell, gives it forward towards Peak. Peak first time flick back into Le Chabella, and in fact free kick's been given to Enfield Town for the challenge on Peak. Peak, and it's gone back to Mensah and now Nembard. Nembard gives it back to Reece Forster. What can Enfield do here? Forster's clad all in black today. Enfield wearing their white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, and Maidstone all in yellow.
Come on, Tail!
Enfield have it at the back with Mensah, the debutant. Give it to Harley Mills, another debutant, on a 1-month loan from Peterborough. He's given it forward to Ollie Knight. Back to Mills, who chips it forward, looking for Billy Leonard on the charge, but it's through to Alexis Andre Jr. in the Maidstone goal. And he rolls the ball short to his captain, George Fowler. He launches up towards Coulthurst. He gets a flick into Blair. First time ball, looking for Seaman, but Mills kept an eye on it. He was in there first. And he's given it back to Reece Forster. Forster chipping it forward up towards halfway, and it's going to be a throw in to Enfield Town, just inside their own half. How have Enfield reacted to going a goal behind, in your opinion, John?
To be honest, we've reacted, but not really produced anything just yet. But we've really got to put more pressure on their back 3, really, and do an overlap like they did, which we've got currently on the wing with Leonard.
It's infield to Le Chabella. Le Chabella, he's got Mills outside him on the left. Mills looking to cross it first time, it's too deep. Right idea, looking to swing across in towards Falevi in the area, but put too much on that, and it went behind, and it'll be a goal kick which Alexis Andre Jr. will take. 6'3" French-born Moroccan goalkeeper. He's played for Morocco under 23s. New signing this summer from Woking in the National League, and his goal kick is headed by Nembard and then Knight, but Wecker is able to chip it forward, and Mills collects under pressure, plays it forward up the left. Header comes back and it's picked up by the goal scorer Bentley. Bentley dribbling now towards the centre of the area, goes up to the left, and it's a good tackle from, I think, Mickey Parcell, who was caught late there. Caught late by Ben Brooks, the left winger, who I'm pretty sure in saying Ben Brooks was the one who delivered the cross for the goal. Free kick's been given to Enfield Town. Brooks a little late on Parcell, right at the corner of the Enfield Town area. No harm done though. Parcell's back up on his feet, and Forster will take what is it effectively a goal kick for Enfield Town. It's given short to Nembard, and he plays it left to Harley Mills. Mills back to Nembard. Nembard to the right-sided centre-back, Carl Mensah. He's forward to Le Chabella. Dip at a shoulder from him. Now bringing it over halfway. He's done well, Le Chabella, but then he's robbed by Blair, I think, doing well to track back. And Maidstone are able to shuffle it all the way back to Sam Smith. And this gives me a chance to rattle off my favourite statistic of the season so far. Sam Smith was born on the 29th of February 2004, which means he's only had 5 birthdays. So Maidstone, in effect, have a 5-year-old at centre-back. And Enfield Town have the ball back with Reece Forster in goal. Forster can play the ball forward towards Ollie Knight, but his flick only goes as far as Uweka, and he launches his ball as high as I've ever seen a football at Vanarama League South. Now, Seaman's launched the ball forward, but Josh Nembard is down, clutching his head for Enfield Town, so the game's been stopped. So that Nembard can receive attention. It looked like a clash of heads. Nembard's down. He's receiving treatment. The Maidstone players congregate around their bench for a spot of refreshment. And with 25 minutes gone, it's Enfield Town 0, Maidstone 1.
Yeah, I mean, at least we've got our cup run hopefully next Saturday to look forward to. Let's see how this goes. We welcome Peterborough Sports. Yeah, interesting. We had a cup run with when Maidstone were Step 1 in 2017 to 18, and I think we got to the fourth qualifying round and narrowly lost, but it'll be good. I love the atmosphere of the FA Cup, but let's focus on this game, I suppose, and let's see what happens. And now we can hear, obviously, the Maidstone fans we can finally hear them after they score. What's that old song when you sing when you're winning? We didn't hear them until the goal, but nevertheless, I love a bit of banter and a bit of atmosphere, which adds to the match as well. And hopefully we'll find that spark when the restart happens, as we definitely need the spark to brighten up this game and our fans.
It's still... it's a drop ball, uncontested drop ball for Enfield Town restarts the game as a call goes out on the Town eye for a youngster. There's a lost Oyster card. Enfield Town now have possession wide on the right, and it's played back to Mensah, who's under pressure from Bentley. He's lost out. He's chasing back towards his own goal. He's got possession now, being harassed by his own corner flag, and he's done well enough to win a goal kick off Blair, but took a bit of a liberty in the first place with one striker, Matt Bentley. That clearance was charged down. He was then under pressure from Blair. He was able again to use his body strength, not for the first time today. He was able to use his body strength and force a goal kick. 6'6", first impression so far of Carl Mensah.
Yeah, I mean, he recovered well there, and he's definitely impressed me so far, and he obviously takes time to bed in.
And Mensah himself has launched the ball forward, but it's through to Andre Jr. in the Maidstone goal. And he gives it out wide right to Charlie Seaman, who now sprints over halfway. He's got something off the Kieran Trippier about him, I think, Seaman. He feigns to come in, goes out wide instead to Coulthurst. Coulthurst now gives it back to Garung. Garung back to Oweka, back inside Maidstone's own half. And a neat little toe poke tackle there from Kasimu. Puts the ball out of play, which the Trippier alike Seaman will take. Short to Garung, and then he launches forward towards Coulthurst, but Nembard gets his head in it first. It's back with Garung. Garung beats two challenges but doesn't beat Harley Mills and takes no prisoners with that clearance. And in rugby parlance, he's gained some ground, gained some territory, and in fact he's won a throw for Enfield Town. Caught a deflection, so Ollie Knight will leave the throw for Harley Mills. With no Jay Payne in the Enfield lineup, there's no long throw immediately obvious, but Mills takes the throw towards the corner. Kasimu keeps it in. Back to Mills. For early ball, not quite on the same wavelength as Knight, and Maidstone can now bring the ball forward with Bentley feeding Blair. He's out on the left, and Maidstone have a really lively front three. They combine well, and Blair's one of them on the left corner of the area, onto his right foot, coming central, shoots from range. That's gone high, wide and handsome, and it's a goal kick. Not the most threatening shot, but again a bit of danger there posed by the Maidstone front three.
Yeah, the Maidstone seem to be more quicker to the ball, to get the ball to the front three, and a bit posing more of a threat than we are at the moment. We haven't really got going central midfield, I think, to produce any through passes, or the shot we've had so far has been from peak at long range. We haven't really created anything so far, but still time.
Indeed, it's a bit of head tennis around the centre circle, and now back with Sam Smith and forward for Maidstone, but it's going to be easy for Parcell. He gives it back to Reece Forster. Chased down by Aaron Blair, who was a new signing from Braintree. 15 goals last season for Aaron Blair and one so far this season, and that came last weekend in what was a 5-1 defeat for Maidstone. Billy Leonard tries to force the ball forward. Sam Smith does well initially to keep the ball in play and then hooks it up. It's gone out for a throw, but the throw is back at halfway line. The ball's bounced over the gate, so it's not a lost cause. We don't have to look for a new ball. It's bounced back in, and Parcell can now take the throw for Enfield Town. Who's he got looking for him? It's Scott Thomas gives it back to him. Parcell back up forward to Scott Thomas. Neat turn from him, wriggling past out of danger from two people, then gives it straight to Blair. Blair now gives it to Arj Krasniki. Maidstone have a Krasniki of their own, and that's a lovely ball played out to the left, and then having collected the ball neatly on the left, Maidstone player just fired it straight out of play for a goal kick to Enfield Town. I think it was Garung there, or perhaps Ben Brown, who played the ball straight out of play for a goal kick to Enfield Town. Just past the half-hour mark. Enfield Town 0, Maidstone 1. Goal kick to Maidstone. A goal on 20 minutes through Matt Bentley after the first and pretty much only spell of pressure from either team, really. There's been a lot of scrapping in midfield, but no real goalmouth activity or pressure other than the little build-up that led to the goal. Now, can Enfield do something? Poor clearance from Aweku. It's gone up, and under pressure, Andre Jr. gathers for Maidstone in their goal. Under pressure from Kasimu. And Maidstone now play the ball forwards, but out of play for a throw-in to Enfield Town. Mickey Parcell will take the throw. As Billy Leonard loses out to midfield and then looks stunned to be adjudged to have considered a free kick. It's a free kick to Maidstone United on halfway.
Yellow for Leonard, I think.
Might have been a yellow card for Billy Leonard for that foul. Well, he looked absolutely incredulous at the award of the foul. So heaven knows what his heart rate is now at having been awarded yellow. He'll go home chuntering about that one. Maidstone are taking the free kick from inside the Enfield half, which is cheeky, and it's launched up to the penalty area, but Mensah did well to get up there first. Leisha Bella now putting Arj Krasniki under pressure. Krasniki doing a favour to the commentators by wearing black undersleeves to his yellow shirt. Easy to pick out.
We need a bit of help like that sometimes, I think. But it was a bit of a harsh yellow card, really, I thought. And I won't start, another little moan, but it was pretty harsh. Innocuous, a foul, but not that bad.
So, Enfield Town looking to put the pressure on, but Maidstone have cleared the ball into the Enfield half. Thomas now pops the ball over halfway. It comes straight back at Enfield, but it will be through to Reece Forster in goal, and Enfield can go again. Back four neatly arranged. In front of them, Leisha Bello and Scott Thomas. And then Peak wide right, Leonard in the middle, Knight on the left for Enfield. Leisha Bello's here, collected the ball just outside his own half, giving it back a little dangerously to Nembards, and he's launched it forward out to the right. Parcell can collect. Parcell, neat turn, and again under pressure. Parcell still shielding possession, does really well actually. Parcell gives it back to Mensah. He takes a touch, now plays it long over halfway. Something for Kasimu to chase, but it's a Maidstone head on it. Now Krasniki in those long sleeves, but he's beaten by Peak. Peak looking to play Kasimu in, but not quite on the same wavelength. Good idea. It's one of those in the crowd you'd be saying, ooh, almost.
Yeah, we're huffing and puffing. We're not really getting anywhere at the moment, but especially central midfield, we're not really producing, creating much. I don't know, with Leonard in the middle there, he's always a threat, but I find him more of a threat on the wing at times rather than in the middle. So maybe we've readjusted the team a bit to accommodate changes, but there's no real creativity at this stage.
Yeah, Leonard's taken a more central role today, and Lennon Peak is out wide on the right. With Knight on the left, but it does seem to be a bit of a disconnect between those three attacking midfielders, and then Scott Thomas and Leisha Bella behind them protecting the defence. There's a scrap in midfield, but Bentley does well, changes direction, now plays it out wide right to Coulthurst. He looks for Blair on the charge on the right. Can Blair keep it in play? just about does. Nembard's tracking him. It's on the right, just outside the penalty area. Blair doing well, and he's found Coultest on the corner of the area. Coultest looks to flick it forward, but it was a really good idea. It was a nicely weighted flick, actually, but no one quite on his wavelength, and it's gone out for a goal kick. Little spell of pressure there for Maidstone. They're good. They're good coming forward. They have a bit of chemistry in that final third.
Yeah, and you summed it up nicely. There's a bit of disconnect when we go forward, really, I think. There's Les Bella is picking up a few loose balls. He's fighting that battle in the middle, and Scott Thomas, but like you said, there's no real penetration, or they look more, when they get the ball from the centre of the pitch, they seem to pose more of a threat, and they're quicker and sharper, I think, than we are at the moment.
Yeah, they've got a good understanding between their front three, Maidstone. Whereas Enfield, it's still a work in progress, I think is the way to put it. Free kick's been given for a foul by Blair on Nembard, and now it's with Mensah at the back for Enfield Town. He's given it wide right to Mickey Parcell, just bringing it over halfway now. Flicking it forward, looking for Casimou, but keeper's off his line quickly in the sort of bright, luminous orange kit you'd spot from the moon. It stands out, and he's got the boots to match as well, as Maidstone launch the ball over halfway. Nembard wins a throw. Scott Thomas gives a calm pass back to Mills. Mills launches it forward. Long Knight starts to chase it and then gives up because it's gone out for a goal kick to Maidstone. As he said earlier, huff and puff, John. No one blowing the house down just yet.
Oh, no, we're in close. It's not even a draft at the moment. Never mind. It's just so predictable. As I think we need to either use the wings if we can't use going through the centre. And Maidstone have got chinks in their armour. Well, I saw the Maidstone Chelmsford game, so we haven't really punished them or taken advantage of their little, chinks in the armour that we might play on, or even sometimes they've readjusted a little bit from the Chelmsford game they were playing quite a high line then and got caught out. So I think they've learned the lesson. But have we? That's the question.
I'm just thinking about the positioning there as everybody gets into a little verbal dispute about whose throwing it should be. It's gone Enfield Town's way just on halfway. I was just thinking about Billy Leonard's position. He's not really getting forward high enough to support Casimou. But on the other hand, not 2 minutes ago, I was berating him for not dropping back to link up with the defensive midfielders. He can't be everywhere at once, I guess, but Casimou does seem like he's quite isolated up the top. He's given away a free kick here, Casimou, in just outside the Maidstone area by their corner flag. The Maidstone player has gone down like he's been shot, Temi Uweka. I'm sure he'll be alright. We'll keep tabs on the status of his health, but I suspect he'll pull through.
I think he'll make it.
Just about. He's gingerly getting to his feet now. But yeah, as I said, Casimou a bit isolated up top.
Yeah, totally. We're not really making the most of Casimou. He's he's very sharp, very dangerous, and he really gives 100% every game. But he's had zero service today so far. And I don't know, maybe they should switch Peake and Leonard around, maybe put him back on the wing and see how that goes, because hopefully it'll be more through balls. But at the moment he has had zero service, but once he gets it, he'll do well. He just got that feeling.
Lennon Peake on his third start of the season for Enfield, summer arrival, as Maidstone play it forward, but it's fortuitously for Enfield. It came off the back of Bentley and it's bounced neatly for them, and they can play their way out from the back now with Mills, Nembard and Thomas combining, and now Mensah launches it long forward, but can Peake gather it out wide on the right just by the corner flag? He's done well, he's kept it in field. Now crossing to the centre, and it's headed clear by Fowler, the captain for Maidstone. Picked up again by Enfield here. Scott Thomas, he finds Ollie Knight. 5 minutes to go till half time. Enfield Town 0, Maidstone 1. It's gone backwards. It's with Nembard now on halfway. Good pressure from Maidstone. Nembard, Scott Thomas, good forward past that, looking for Parcell, and now Peake wide on the right, and he's tried to tuck it infield to Leonard, but that's intercepted by Maidstone. They clear it over halfway, and Mensah slightly caught out by the bounce there, but gets ahead on it. It's gone out for a throw in which Maidstone look to take quickly, but then pause, slow down and go backwards. And it's with Krasniki for them. Didn't think I'd ever say there were two Krasnikis in attendance today, but there are. Enfield's Ronaldo Krasniki not in the 16 today, but Arj Krasniki for Maidstone is on the pitch. And it's with Blair for Maidstone on the left, and Ben Brooks giving it back to the aforementioned Krasniki, wearing number 12 for Maidstone. Back with Brooks on the left. Blair tries to play it in field, but it's cut out by Knight for Enfield. And he looks to chip it forward towards the left flank. Something for Casimir to chase. He's got goal side of his man on the left of the area. Casimir's done well, held it up, tries to pull it back. Here comes the shot, it's blocked. It's Billy Leonard's shot, and it was blocked from inside the area around the penalty spot. Casimir did really well, used his strength, used his speed initially to win the ball, used his strength to hold it up. It was as much as he could do to pull it back to the penalty spot. And Billy Leonard was arriving. His right-footed low drill shot clattered into one of the several pairs of Maidstone legs that were retreating, and it bounced kindly for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity, half chance there, but I think we should have to play more to our strengths on the wings at the moment, because Peak looks dangerous, Ollie Knight's always dangerous. Then why we don't just get the ball, quick through balls to the wingers and get a cross in, get Casimir in the box, be a bit more direct, I think, rather than predictable at the moment.
It was an interesting setup, that, because Casimir, as Maidstone played a ball out of place, it'll be a throw to Enfield. Casimir set that chance up by sprinting into the channel. He moved out to the wide left, and he had to hold up the ball for a good couple of seconds before support arrived. And when it did eventually arrive, it was just Billy Leonard, and there were at least 2, possibly 3 Maidstone defenders back in attendance. So that says something, that there is room for Casimir to exploit on the flanks, but if he's going to do that, it needs the midfielders, and particularly Leonard, to get forward and arrive. Casimir with a flick on there, and Ollie Knight's in behind, and he's right into the penalty area on the left, but he's crowded out by 2 Maidstone defenders, and Oweka is able to hack it clear for a throw-in. Almost something there. Casimir with a flick on halfway, and Knight running onto it.
And this is exactly what I said earlier as well. It's like a quick ball over, catches him out. That's what happened with the Chelmsford game. This is what we've got to do more of.
Throw-in's been taken quickly. It's with Billy Leonard. Back to Leisha Bella, and now Mills on the left. Mills, can he find room for a cross? Outside of the left foot, curls across to the edge of the area. It's headed forward by Peak, but it's got to bounce comfortably, so comfortably in fact, that Andre Jr. in the Maidstone goal takes the mix slightly by taking it on his chest, as if to indicate to the watching world how little danger there was. But again, a bit of quick passing, good thinking from Harley Mills. I like the attempted outside of the left foot cross there into the area, as Mensah wins a headed ball, but it's back with Maidstone on the left. Blair putting Parcell under pressure. Parcell does well, gives it back to Forston. He launches it over halfway. Falevi to chase, but as ever, Falevi's up against 3 Maidstone defenders. That's good work by Bivesh Gurung there for Maidstone in midfield. Now Ben Brooks for them in field, but attempted pass is cut out by Parcell. Now Billy Leonard moving across, finding Mills, first time left-footed ball forward. Something for Knight to chase. Maidstone hack it clear. Mills heads it forward again. Knight gets a flick on, but it's back with Fowler. Calming presence at the back for Maidstone, and now Oweka, not so calm, just slashes it over halfway and out for a throw. Maidstone, who are managed by George Elakobi, who has 58 Premier League appearances to his name, and who listeners might recognise from guest appearances in Ted Lasso, the TV series. And George Elakobi there, out on the touchline, waving and gesticulating as the ball is back with Reece Forster. Elakobi ended his playing career with Maidstone. He's only 38. Took over as manager March last year. As Mills heads it up to halfway, Leisha Baylor battles for it and wins a free kick. Krasniki protests his innocence. The referee pedantically insists that the ball is brought back those crucial 3 yards, so that it's now on the halfway line rather than just in front of the halfway line, and that will make all the difference. As 2 minutes of added time are signalled. It's Enfield Town 0, Maidstone 1. It's back with Reece Forster in Enfield goal. Chance for a final Enfield attack. It's played forward. The flicked header from Peak, and Maidstone half clear. Bit of a scrap in midfield. Leisha Baylor picks it up. I do enjoy watching Leisha Baylor just collect the ball in midfield and turn a mess into a thing of beauty. It's back with Nembard now, centre of defence, gives it to his new central defensive partner Carl Mensah, and he plays it forward on the right, looking for Casimir's going to be picked up here by Peake. He goes out wide to Mills. A bit of space here. Mills whips across. It's deep, and the goalkeeper catches under pressure. Free kick is given. There was a challenge, I think, by Casimir. The consensus around me seems to be that Casimir is perfectly entitled to challenge for that. What did you make of that, John?
Yeah, it's literally a 50-50. No harm in going for it, but they always seem to favour the goalkeeper when it comes to these situations. But, it's a 50-50 ball. You're entitled to go to it. And they get a free kick, which is pointless in a way. I don't understand why, but it keeps happening. And he's having a word with Casimir, even though he was entitled to go for it. And, yeah, we'll just delay now until the referee carries on talking to him. But I think performance so far for us wise, Leicester is probably the one standout player. The way he tries to fight and get every ball, and he's the most technical player, I think, for us as well. Casimir's huffing and puffing, but we haven't really done much, like we said. So hopefully we'll step up in the second half.
I mean, Leicester Bella's got Premier League minutes under his belt. He's played 10 minutes in the Premier League for Leicester City under the watchful eye of Brendan Rodgers, no less. So it makes sense that he's got that technical ability and it's shining through. But perhaps further forward, lacking a little bit of quality. Still on the attack here in the dying embers of the first half, with a throw-in on the right, just inside their own half, Enfield Town. I think it's Parcell will take it on the far side. Mickey Parcell making his 4th start of the season, his 6th in all, as the half-time whistle goes. It's a half-time score of Enfield Town 0, Maidstone 1. The goal scored by Matt Bentley on 20 minutes for Maidstone. Half-time thoughts before we break for the break from John Manitara.
Yeah, I mean, the goal really came from that little spell of pressure, and that was their only real spell of pressure, I'd say, for a few minutes, a minute or two really, and they capitalised on it. I think we got exposed a bit on our right side, on the right back there, because they had an overlap. We got caught out in the first initial phase of the attack, and then subsequently there was a great finish from Bentley, and then can't complain with that.
Yes.
Thanks for that, John. Before we break for half time, I'll just run through a couple of the comments that we've received here on the MixLR website. Nice to see some comments from Towners, and a bit of clarity that the yellow card was for kicking the ball away, preventing the quick free kick. So that explains that one. Thanks for that clarification, Mama Jan 68. So do leave your comments. They're visible. I'll try to see them during the half-time break. I'll try to see them at full time as well. But with the mics remaining on for the next 14-15 minutes, so you'll be able to hear a bit of background noise, we'll take a little break and rejoin you for the second half in about 14 minutes time with a half-time score of Enfield Town 0, Maidstone United 1.
They were lucky.
Yeah, it's just Paul.
Paul, yeah, that's right.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
The mic's still on. Just so you know.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. But can I grab you full time? Are you probably around?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Lovely. Good to meet you. Yeah, you're Royal Free Radio, Royal Free Hospital Radio. Yeah, perfect. With a view to sitting in this seat every now and then. That's the idea.
Fine with me, yeah.
Awesome. Great stuff.
I'll pop up at the end of the
Lovely.
show.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah.
Good to meet you. Nice one. Yeah, I was experimenting with the mic midweek, trying to see if there's a way to basically completely reduce the volume. Essentially, there isn't. If I do, it's it creates a new recording. So I just rather, even the comments, I was a bit worried about looking at them because it means just touching the phone. I don't want to touch the phone.
Hello.
That's a weird half. That. Do you think 1-0's fair or 0-0 would be? fairer.
I think if it wasn't for that opportunity, they would have said, well, yeah. Even. I think they just look a little bit more dangerous when they're up front. You know, the possession near the edge of the box was. There's a void like following up when we've got pressure on. And there's a gap. Like you said that with Casimir, it took a while for Leonard to get into position, but it was kind of too late. I don't think he's even see on the bench. We haven't got a central midfielder, really. We've just got a winger, defender, striker, left back. So we haven't got anybody like dating.
It's almost like Evans thought we're going to be chasing the game. Like the sub bench.
And there's nobody in the central. Like obviously, we know why with Sam, I suppose, Sam Youngs, but. To be honest, I mean, this is a game I would say, look, we dropped you for that one, play in this one, whatever happens, and because we need that previous central midfield, and we're lacking that Sam Young's presence at the moment.
I'm not sure what's happened to Lewis. Lewis Taff. He had a calf injury, which when he commentated up here, he said he'd be out. That was on Tuesday night. He said he'd be back by the Saturday.
We're lacking. There's nobody. That's why I think he's put Leonard in the middle there, but he looks a bit of a lost soul.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like he quite knows the position, does it?
This is a big game. I was on the bench and thinking, well, what can you do to? There's no creativity.
I mean, it's either swap Peak and Leonard, or take one of them off and put someone more suited to that position. I don't know who it would be. Reece, maybe.
If anything, if we can't get through the middle, let's penetrate the wings, cross the ball in for Casimir to tackle in. That's what they got caught out like that with Chelsea a few times. They panic at the back when they're under pressure. We just haven't made them panic or get out of the comfort zone at the back really today.
There's no great width. I mean, Lennon Peake's got up the flank once. I can remember, it's the corner flank. The back four is very much a back four. It's not wing backs. It's very much full backs, isn't it? Mills, I suppose once or twice he's got up the line, hasn't he? But he's not relying on him for width.
I would have, in the second half, if I'm away, I put Payne back on. At least we've got a threat with the throws as well. And then he links up well with Ollie a little bit, Ollie Knight. And then get fast ball forward. Casimir is always sharp, but there's nobody to give him the ball, which is so frustrating. Even if you have somebody playing behind him, it's quite good to get the rebounds, but get people in the box.
I don't understand how we're outnumbered everywhere. So they've got 3 forwards against our back four, so they're under pressure, and then somehow we've got 5 in midfield essentially, and somehow they're on top of us in midfield.
And they're winning those 50-50s, the loose balls.
He's normally here.
So she wanted to get a few tips.
Good stuff.
That's good.
Oh, here he is. Andrew.
There's the famous Andrew.
You have a fan?
So she can become one of the sports journalists.
That's so cool.
So she was just wanting to get
That's basically me when I was 8. That's the sort of thing I was trying to do. That's brilliant.
When do you have to do it?
I've had lots of homeworks to do.
I mean, my mum would say, back in the day we had to write out on Mondays when we came back into school. We had to write what we were doing that weekend. Monday catch-up reports in my books were always went here, went to piano lesson, went to church. Then I watched the football match, and in the 15th minute, Paul Gascoigne crossed, and Gary Lineker shot, and they went wide. And then in the 18th minute, Tottenham got a penalty, and it was just like 3 pages of football.
Yeah, you know what? My son's teacher in primary school, wherever, says everything we ask what to do the weekend involves football. Does he do anything else? I did take him to Duxford, does it? God. And you know what? And even now we got these Panini stickers that work as well. Even now we get those stickers. So still get. So still get. Do you know what? I'll get some. See, I get gold cards. And we realised last season, whenever it did, it influenced the game at Arsenal. It was like we saw what was it? I can't remember what team we saw, but whoever it was the star player came. They'd score against us. It was the most dodgy goal that happened out the blue. We thought, oh my God, there's a pattern emerging. Whoever get the goal, who's the star player in the matches we play? So we've got to stop doing this. We need therapy. Which blame my dad really is the prime suspect for making us the way we are with our rituals, superstitions.
Love it really.
No, it's just like, it's so fun. Even now, the dad is like, he still have that passion. He's in his early 80s. He's still like.
Good stuff. You're saying goes to Arsenal, take some tickets.
If I don't go, he'll go.
Nice.
He's so loud as well.
I was sorry I didn't get to say hello properly to your son when he came in the last game. It was a bit of a faff. And next time, if there is an opportunity, I'd like to say hello to him. It's just a bit of a stress. It gets a bit frantic up here.
And their commentators were annoying.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I was sitting there thinking,
Slough game, was it?
God,
so loud. Really distracting as well.
It was like, it's all about them rather than the game. If you see what I mean? Oh, it's so irritating.
Kind of part of the sort of learning experience. So each game, I felt like there's been a new thing to experience and have a think about. How do I deal with that next time?
Yeah, it's everything you do. Like, always learn something new. I suppose. Even with all the youth projects we do and stuff, you think, boy, you always learn something.
I always like to see spots who I know in the Enfield crowd. So that chap who I was speaking to, you can see him there in the yellow Enfield shirt. The big lad he's talking to. He was a governor with me at St George's School. He's deputy head. He's just moved to Harrow. He's at school in Harrow now. But I contacted him midweek, reached out to him because I know he comes regularly and I thought he was quite articulate. But he pointed me towards this guy in the yellow, Paul. So I'll try and grab him afterwards. As I say, he has a show on Royal Free Hospital Radio.
Oh, okay.
So he'd be used to talking to a mic. He comes here regularly. So yeah, that'd be potentially between you, him, I don't know, whoever's injured, I suppose. If there's a player injured.
Never really. Usually around. It's just sometimes it's the care is just
It was a bank holiday, I think, as well, wasn't it? That last game, so I can understand why.
They were like so like turn up now. They didn't even turn up. And it was like,
shocking. They private or they?
Honestly, it's just like. And you think I need a break as well. Respite sometimes gives me that respite because I'm working 60 hours a week literally for charity. Trying to work from home half the time meetings or visiting projects. But they're more of a hindrance, the whole system, rather than a help. So we just get by, just stay one day at a time. She's going away to her parents 22nd for a week and taking her down again. It just gives me a break. And after, when the horrible thing is the week she was away, I kind of really had felt like what normal life was 2 years ago. It's weird. It's like I missed her, but then I thought I was relieved I could sleep as well. So, Not sleep sometimes. She wakes up.
Yeah. It's tough. Tough gig.
Sense of humour helps.
Well, then you come here and watch this.
Oh no, this probably It's like the part when I get home. It's like
It's so frustrating.
It's so
capable of winning this game.
I know. They're almost like don't believe in themselves. And they're playing. How can I describe it? It's like they're playing it as an away match when we attack. It's like
looking to
not putting that extra man push.
It's really safety first, isn't it?
But it's too safe.
Who's missing from those four warming up? There's Ottaway, I can see Beckerswich, Dylan, Chopin. So it's Alex Solomon's missing. I wonder if that means
Solomon's the only one.
that means they switch to a back three, maybe if he's in the dugout.
Push somebody forward.
Have a bit of width.
He did all right whilst he was solid.
I thought he's had a couple of good games. I mean, I can understand why he's brought on Mills at left back because Joe Payne's played every minute basically. Give him a breather. I understand that.
I'd put Joe on second half, even with half an hour to go. Just to bamboozle with long throws, so not get them out of their comfort zone.
And as they switch to a back three, it then gives us three centre backs to counter their three forwards, and it gives us a bit more width. It means you lose someone in midfield, but it feels like
the midfield's not there anyway.
Yeah, they've been a bit anonymous, haven't they?
So maybe somebody could push forward to support Casimir.
Maybe.
3-5-2 would be good because then you've got
worth a try, I think. Worth a try. And I mean, as I say, a second man up front.
And it's just
someone a bit further forwards. What's it made so far, Ken?
Just saying, I don't know if he's all right. He's got his bit of a scramble the first goal, wasn't it? It's just we ain't got no one up front really. Any loose balls. Bumping them in, was just not there.
And there's no clear through balls or anything, just a few hoops and openness rather than a real telling. Well, maybe even they should be able to a bit more forward to get the pass the ball rather. Scott Thomas played behind, he's been more of a rock there tackling wise. Isabella's not really, he's doing the defending rather than
he's capable of getting forward, he's capable of bringing it forward.
He's kind of wasted there, it's like a Rottweiler holding him back a little bit.
I like that.
They're a bit more professional on those stuff.
They've got
the way they play their balls about up there.
They look a bit more
organised.
They're more got more of a shape and more of an understanding.
And they play. Well, if they get another one, I think
they'll be over. They've got no chance if they get another one.
Welcome back to the Dave Bryant Stadium. I'm Michael Ackier. Coming up, we've got the second half live commentary of Enfield Town against Maidstone United, with the half-time score is Enfield Town 0, Maidstone United 1. The goal came from Matt Bentley for Maidstone on 20 minutes. Players are just re-emerging out into the pitch. Had a comment on the chat here from Enfield Dave, who says the problem is the influx of new players during the season, which means yet again that this starting 11 has never played together before and contains only 4 of our promotion squad. Fair point. What do you make of that, John?
Yeah, it's a very good point, really. And a lot of changes. It takes time to gel, of course, but it just keeps happening, isn't it? We do keep by getting new players or adjusting the whole setup. And today, there's no real creativity in the middle of the pitch. Maybe we should, utilise our wings more, get through, go down the wings, push forward, because we seem to be playing it like it's an away match when we attack. We're not enough that extra man forward in the box when we do go forward. So it's become a bit too predictable, and maybe throw Joe Payne on to make a bit of a more unpredictable with his long throws. At the moment, they're just handling us really comfortably at the back.
Yeah, John, we were discussing at half-time, there doesn't seem to have been a change, but we were discussing at half-time the potential for switching to a back three, going 3-5-2, having 2 up front, having a bit more width. However, as the match restarts, we still have a back four. I don't think there are any changes for either side. From what I could see is Maidstone immediately on the attack, and Nembard clears up towards halfway, and it's gone out for a throw to Maidstone just inside the Enfield Town half. So running through the Enfield team, it's Forster, Parcell, Nembard, debutant Carl Mensa, debutant Harley Mills at the back, then Lennon Peake, Scott Thomas, Kanye Leshabela, Ollie Knight, with Billy Leonard supporting Hisham Kasimu in attack. And looks like Ben Brooks is going to launch a long throw into the Enfield area, and Maidstone have scored twice this season from this sort of routine. It's aimed towards Iweka, but Nembard is able to clear the ball up towards the centre circle. Garang, though, heads it back in towards Coulthurst, his first time layoff. Back to Krasniki, picks it up on the left of the area, and now it's with Blair, looking for space for a cross, plays it back to Brooks, first time ball cleared, and then Ollie Knight completes the clearance up towards halfway and Peake, but Sam Smith is able to launch the ball back forward. Flag goes up against Coulthurst, just on the edge of the Enfield area, and it's a free kick to Enfield Town. First minute off the half then, just about negotiated by Enfield, but Maidstone on the attack.
Yeah, I think Maidstone, they're just obviously, you can see there's more cohesion in the team, there's more of an understanding, but hopefully we'll develop some more cohesion as this game progresses.
As it's with Coulthurst on halfway, he looks to hook the ball forward. Nembard's under pressure from Blair. The flag stayed down. Blair's run came from deep, and Blair's still on the ball. Plays it out wide to Seaman. Seaman puts his foot in the ball, chips it into the area now, and Mensah gets up well. However, it's only as far as Brooks fires the ball back in, and Scott Thomas is able to play the ball back, and Parcell whacks the ball up towards halfway, and it will be a throw into Maidstone. Little spell of pressure there from Maidstone. They do have a bit more cohesion in attack than Enfield have demonstrated so far. Be a throw into Maidstone. Brooks to take it for them. Brooks on the left launches the ball up towards Bentley. He gets ahead and it finds Coulthurst. He plays it back. It's with Krasniki. Gets a shot and it's blocked on the edge of the area. It's still free. Enfield now finally managed to clear it up towards halfway, and it's back with Iweka. He chips it forward for Blair to chase, but that's gone too far, and it'll be a goal kick to Enfield Town. First 2 minutes negotiated by Enfield, but they have been 2 minutes of Maidstone pressure.
Yep, so far it's a bit of a worry really, because we haven't really got into the game. Well, the second half is early days though, but I'd like to see some passing at least. But there's nothing to shout home about at the moment, but who knows, we've got plenty of time, and Foster's about to take a goal kick.
I'm not one of those humans blessed with the ability to raise an eyebrow, but if I were, I would be doing so at the sight of two dogs, not one but two dogs on outside the running tracks. As Maidstone have got the ball now. They're on the attack in the area. It's with Blair in the edge of the area. Pull back and the shot comes in. It's straight at Forster. The shot was from Bentley from the edge of the area. It was straight at Reece Forster, but again another worry. It's been all Maidstone so far in this half. What can Enfield do to change that? It's with Ollie Knight out on the left, chipping the ball forward. Two to aim at in the centre for Billy Leonard, and it's back with Knight, I think. Now Leshabela on the outside to the Maidstone area. Now Mills, a low cross is deflected, and the corner is prevented just about. And it will be a throw-in for for Enfield Town. George Fowler, I think, doing well there to prevent the corner. Fowler, not the regular captain for Maidstone. Supporters Player of the Year last year. And loose play there awards Enfield Town their first corner of the game. And that's woken up the Enfield Town fans from their half-time rehydration. Enfield are stuck. Casimir on the goalkeeper, Thomas at the back post, two more on the penalty spot, two others in the area. The corner is swung high, bodies go over, a couple of Maidstone bodies go over, and the ball is just booted out of play for an Enfield Town throw at the other end, this near side, the right. I don't know what the Enfield Town the Maidstone players are doing, tumbling over each other like dominoes. It's now with Mills on the right, played back, ball swung into the area. It's a good cross and punch clear. It's Lennon Peake's cross and punch clear by Andre, the goalkeeper. Now Leshabela feeding Peake wide on the right. Peake cuts cuts infield, then cuts out again, swings in the cross, but it's too high and over the top of the goal, and it's out for a goal kick. Couple of dangerous crosses there, dangerous moments. Lennon Peak at least shaping a few crosses into the area.
Yeah, there's a bit more of a threat, but it was easily dealt with, to be fair. And we just don't seem to connect on the final third to make anything of it at the moment. It's just too predictable. We've got to really change things up, otherwise they just close the door every time we attack.
Well, Enfield have a throw-in just inside their own half on the far side, their left. Harley Mills will take it. Just looking at the front players, Casimir, he is being supported now. Indeed, the flicked header goes towards Casimir, but Fowler's there at the back. He's having a good game at the back for Maidstone, but his clearance only goes as far as Knight, and it's brought back to Mills. It was Knight, and now Leshabello under pressure. He's given it away. Whether or not he got a shout of man on, I'm not sure, but the man was indeed on, won the ball from him. However, Scott Thomas plays it infield. Leshabella robbed again, and now Seaman launches the ball forward towards Blair. Mensah's missed it. Blair's in on goal. Blair's shot, and it's a goal for Maidstone. Aaron Blair has doubled Maidstone's advantage. 6 minutes into the second half, it was a launched high ball over the top from Seaman, I think, on the right, and Carl Mensah, the centre back for Enfield, misjudged the bounce of the ball. Blair was accordingly clean through on goal. He took it onto his right foot and slid it underneath Reece Forster, and it is Enfield Town 0, Maidstone United 2.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mistake there. Wrong-footed Mensah there, and he just seemed to be positioned himself incorrectly there, and he took advantage. And it was a clinical finish it was a fairly straightforward finish, routine finish, but took his chance well, and to be honest, deservedly so. 2-0.
Yeah, Aaron Blair's second goal of the season, second goal in a week, in fact. As has been pointed out to me, Leshabella was dispossessed in the build-up to that, and it was the second time he was dispossessed within a couple of minutes. So Enfield, not exactly a mountain to climb, but it's a big old task now. Poor ball from Thomas, has gone down injured. Play's continuing, and Aaron Blair's picked it up, and now he's tried to feed the ball forward for Coulthurst, but Mills is through to cover from all the way from left back, and it looks like a substitution is being readied, quite possibly for Enfield, because Scott Thomas did go down unchallenged, looking to be in some pain. However, play's continuing. It's with Iweka for Maidstone United. He chips the ball forward up the right. That should be easy enough for Nembard. It's a bouncing ball, but he brings it under control and now plays it forward up the left hand flank. Leonard chases. Iweka there uses his body strength, shields the ball and wins the throw-in inside his own half on the right for Maidstone. And a substitution is imminent for Enfield Town. It will be a second debut for Harry Ottaway, the 35-year-old, returning to his old stomping ground.
Thomas going off?
I'd imagine it'd be Thomas going off. He did go down injured, looked to be a sort of muscle injury rather than an impact injury. Yeah, it'd be Thomas off and Ottaway on as Maidstone break down the right now. But Nembard does well initially, and then Mills tidies it up and gives it to Leshabello, and he can now bring it forward, which I haven't seen much of so far. It's with Knight on the left. Knight chipping it forward, looking for Leonard, but it's a bit too far in front of him, and Fowler barely puts a foot wrong today. He's put under pressure though, and he's conceded a throw. It's a chance now for Enfield to break, but they're going to make a substitution first. Harry Ottaway is incoming. 35-year-old, signed from Dorking. He made 30 appearances, including 7 starts last season, and scored 1 goal in the National League. And this signals a change in formation, because Ottaway's a forward, Scott Thomas is a defensive-minded midfielder. What do you make of that, John?
Yeah, I think Scott Thomas had a knock, so it's a good change. And the thing is also with Ottaway is he's well known for a few assists as well as goals. So we do need an assist, and never mind a goal at this stage.
26 Enfield goals to his name in his first spell at the club between 2015 and 2018. And there's now another stoppage. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but the entire Maidstone team have en masse sprinted towards the bench. It was as if, I missed that. There's a Maidstone player down at the far end. I couldn't quite work out why. They were all, as one, like a flock of seagulls, decided to make a beeline for the bench and the drinks. But yeah, Reece Forster's down, and that's a worry because Enfield have no goalkeeper on the bench. Hopefully Forster's good to continue. So the Maidstone players are receiving the pearls of wisdom from George Elakobi, who was called up for the Cameroon squad for the African Cup of Nations in 2012 but didn't play for them. However, he now manages Maidstone. He's delivered his tuppence worth. The Maidstone players trotting back into position. Reece Forster back on his feet and standing a good 15 yards from goal, so he obviously trusts his turn of pace to get back. And we will finally restart with a throw into Enfield, halfway inside the Maidstone half. On the left, the ball is in the hands of Harvey Mills, and Harry Ottaway is now stationed in attack alongside Casimou. After a bit of toing and froing, forward and backwards, it's another throw to Enfield Town in an identical position with an identical player. Harley Mills, looking for support, gets it from Knight. Knight falls backwards, but he's lost possession, and Maidstone have squandered potential opportunity there to break forward, but it's a throw in to Enfield Town. On the left still. Mills will take again. Harley Mills, new arrival from Peterborough on 1 month loan, the 20-year-old. Throws it forward. Ottaway's first touch for Enfield. Mills, first time ball into the area, but it's too deep and easy for Alexis Andre, and he bowls it all the way over halfway to Blair, and from nothing Blair is charging in on goal. Mensah standing him up. Blair on the left. Mensah slides in, wins the tackle and wins the goal kick. It came off Blair last. Blair tried cheekily to claim the corner, kicked the ball towards the corner flag, referee having none of it. Mensah, he's made one mistake, but he did well there.
No, it's really good defending actually, and he had him in his pocket there, and shame he didn't do it earlier, but it was good. He redeemed himself there, and he shows he's a really good defender. I mean, we all make mistakes, so it happens, but let's see what happens now.
Yeah, the mistake aside, it has been a good debut from Mensah, and Ottaway's done well there to take the goal kick on his chest, which must have felt a bit. Peake dribbles forward, but is tackled by Sam Smith. Now Krasniki plays forward to Coulthurst. First time lay, if he likes, his first time lay of Krasniki. Garang is tackled by Leonard, and it's a throw into Maidstone on the left, which Ben Brooks launches up the line looking for Blair. Mensah's across to cover him. Blair down by the corner flag on the left for Maidstone. He's dwarfed by Mensah, who's done really won the tackle and then won the foul. Excellent play from Mensah. Carl Mensah's done well there.
Yeah, he's done well again actually, and he was a bit held down there by Blair. He's like felling a tree there, wasn't it? He's like such a big guy, and Blair's about half his size, but yeah, it was a good defending.
Well, Blair's not tiny either. He stands a decent height, but he's absolutely dwarfed by Mensah. Blair played, he got promoted last season from National League South with Braintree. 15 goals in 39 appearances. The 24-year-old, a summer signing for Maidstone. But where some of Enfield Town's signings haven't necessarily gelled with their new teammates, Blair's settled right in. He looks completely at home. However, Enfield have a free kick here. 5 yards inside the Maidstone half. Knight swings it in towards the area. It's a good free kick. It's going to be collected at the back post by Mills, but it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. It was a deep free kick from Knight. Mills got all the way through to the back post, chipped it back into play, but it was straight into the hands of Alexis Andre in goal. And he's already shown he can bowl the ball over halfway, and now he kicks the ball over halfway, but it's picked up again by Enfield, and Ottaway gets a nice flick in there. He's had a couple of good touches since coming on. Now Knight. Now out on the left, it's Casimou. Stood up by Iweka, and Casimou trying to find Mills. He tries to squeeze across into the area, but it's cleared up to halfway by Maidstone. Ottaway, though, already having a couple of good touches, already showing a bit of presence up there for Enfield. The ball is launched forward but overhit. That's going to go out for a Maidstone goal kick. It's not much, but just a couple of little flicks, just the fact that Ottaway's made his presence felt, got his chest on one or two balls. It's a potentially promising sign, John?
Yeah, I mean, Casimir was on his own the first half, and he does need that support. And at least we've got two players playing forward now. And he seems he's got a nice touch as well. That experience is beginning to show, and he's not quite one on the pitch either, is he? So he's quite good.
Yeah, Enfield have switched to a 4-1-3-2, I guess you'd say now. Lesha Bella is the one holding midfielder, where previously both he and Scott Thomas were back there. And Lesha Bella indeed is now fed Ollie Knight on the left, back to Lesha Bella just inside the Maidstone half. Momentum slightly sucked out of that attack, but Knight looking to carve open the Maidstone defence. He'll get a second chance now, plays a shorter ball forward to Mills, wide on the left for Enfield. Infield now to Casimir. He can drop deep because Ottaway's up in attack, and Casimir beats his man, goes out into the left, looks to play the ball infield, and it's given for a goal kick when perhaps Casimir might have been hoping for a corner. But nice little bit of link-up play there, Knight, Mills, and then Casimir breaking into the Maidstone area.
Yeah, it's a bit more promising, really. It's taken us about 55 minutes to get something promising, but yeah, it's a bit more of a threat. At least we're attacking a bit now, so hopefully we can make things happen now and get a bit of movement going, which Ottaway's done as well, penetrating down the middle with a few runs and passing the ball. So yeah, it looks good.
And Enfield have a throw-in just inside the Maidstone half on the left. It's with Harley Mills, the debutant, one of the two debutants today. Three, in fact. There are now three on the pitch. Debutant Mills, Mensah and Ottaway. Ottaway on the ball there, held it up well and then played it back to Mensah. And he's played it forward first time to Parcell. Over halfway, he's under pressure now, but finds Lennon Peake. Peake on the right, curls the ball into the area. It's come all the way through to the back post and just overhit everybody and gone out for a goal kick, but there were bodies arriving in the area. It was good to see. Peake cut onto his left foot, curled the ball into the area, and there were no fewer than 4 Enfield bodies arriving, which again, it didn't come to anything this time, but it's promising. It's a promising omen for the remaining half hour.
It's probably the only purple patch we've had for about a few minutes, isn't it? Let's face it. But it looks good. In games actually. Yeah, it's that was good. At least we got men forward, which we haven't done up to this stage.
Yeah, I think Ollie Knight's now wearing the captain's armband. He was there on the back post. Billy Leonard was supporting Ottaway and Casimir in the centre as Lesha Bella looks to head the ball on, as did Leonard, but it's hacked forward. Oh, a dubious header there from Nembard, and Forstad to backpedal and catch. If he'd misjudged that, he'd have been in trouble because he caught it virtually on his own goal line. Nembard's header back to the keeper as the ball is popped forward towards Ottaway, but this time he loses out. However, Peake closes down his man Brooks. It's gone out for a throw, but good press there from Enfield Town, and Maidstone have a throw deep inside their own territory on their left, which Sam Smith will take.
Yeah, it's good that we're actually pressing now, because you're just trying to make him make mistakes, and which we didn't do. It was just too comfortable up to now. So the last 5 minutes has been a big improvement. Let's hope we continue and get a goal back.
It will be another throw-in for Maidstone. 2-0, it's not an encouraging position. Enfield 0, Maidstone 2, but it's one of those scorelines where the next goal could be critical. Enfield get the next goal, they'll have momentum, the crowd will be up. It could really change the direction of the game. If Maidstone get the next goal, it kills the game. Straightforward as that. This ball is launched forward, something for Ottaway to chase, but again, good header back by Sam Smith, back to his goalkeeper. They were on the same wavelength there, and the goalkeeper Andre bowls the ball out to Oweka on the right for Maidstone. Played forward to Seaman, but his attempted ball is charged down. Good further evidence of the Enfield high press here. Seaman this time launches the ball forwards, and that's too far even for Shaq Coulthurst to chase, and it will be a throw to Enfield. Good little spell of pressure this for Enfield. Last 5 minutes or so, they've worked the ball forward, had a couple of crosses into the area, haven't quite got the shot off yet, but good spell of pressure for the first time in the match, really.
Yeah, it's kind of woke us all up a little bit, really, from the stupor of non-creativity. But it's been really it's a step. We're actually into about third gear at the moment, really. But anything's an improvement.
Oh, well done.
Nice turn there from Casimir. He's advancing on the left of the area. Chance now to pull in the cross. Fires in the cross and a goal! Enfield! Wonderful goal. Lennon Peake Peak arrived. And suddenly the game has changed. 20 minutes into the second half. Casimir broke down the left. Peak arrived in the centre, fired it in low first time into the bottom left-hand corner. And it's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 2.
Yeah, as we said, it was, more or less what we predicted could happen has happened. It's great. It just shows putting the men forward. It was a great, cool finish there as well by Peak. And 2-0 was a dodgy scoreline for any team, as they say, but it's actually turned right, as you said. It's 2-1, and then lifted the crowd's spirits up, and we're back in the game.
And it's a good reward for a little spell of pressure. We were just saying, 5 minutes or so of pressure. You could see it in the little things. Enfield charging down clearances, winning throws high up the pitch. How will Maidstone react now? They are not on a good run themselves. They lost 5-1 at the weekend. They've only got one win all season. How will they react away from home? Their 2-goal lead. They look so comfortable. Now it's been halved. Now it's 2-1. Now Enfield are on the attack. How will Maidstone react? How will Enfield Town react? They've got 25 minutes to get something out of this game now. Throw into the goal scorer Peak, his first goal since arriving at the club. Chipped forward towards Ottaway, he's made a difference. He goes down under pressure, no foul given, but again a bit of pressure exerted on Maidstone. It's gone out to play for a goal kick, but Ottaway again making his presence felt for Enfield.
Yeah, and you know what, if Gavin did learn something from the Chelmsford match from Maidstone, they are vulnerable if you put them under pressure, and they do make mistakes, and now we're exerting that pressure, like we said, it's actually paying off. So let's just hope we can keep the momentum going and at least get an equaliser.
Yeah, Maidstone, their last game, they were 2-1 down at about the 83rd minute, and they ended up capitulating, losing 5-1. So you get at them, they do have weaknesses at the back. And what can Enfield do? Enfield fans in full voice now. That goal has brought life into the stands and it's given a bit of impetus to the players on the pitch. Mills drills it forward. It's something for Casimir to chase. Casimir on the chase, and Fowler does well. Hooks the ball high into the air, but Ottaway can collect it on his chest and then put his man under pressure. Dives in again. Conceded the free kick this time. The referee's not happy with that one, but again it was good tenacity from Ottaway. He's really putting himself about since he's come on.
Yeah, I mean, it was unlucky with the way the ball bounced, really, because he had no choice but to collide and foul with him, really. But it's added an extra presence in that middle there, and it's given Casimir support, and it's made a big difference. Having Ottaway on board, and with his experience, it's going to prove important.
And as John was speaking, Maidstone have made a change. It's striker for striker. John Benton is on a loan, new summer signing, but he's arrived on loan from Solihull Moors in the National League. He's made 7 appearances so far this season as Mickey Parcell very confidently nods it back to Forster, who launches it forward. Casimir picks it up, collects it under pressure. Wecker holding, but nothing given to the ref. Ottaway nods on, looking for Knight. Maidstone again, half clear. But this time, this half, Enfield are picking up the second balls. There's definite change in momentum here. So the ball is swung deep towards goal, and Andre catches that right on his goal line. 6'3", the Maidstone goalkeeper. Morocco under-23 international back in the day. Former Morocco under-23 international. He's 27 now. And he's launched the ball up the pitch, and it will be a throw into Enfield. But again, Enfield are winning the second balls. Enfield are winning the throw-ins. It's just been a change of momentum this last 15 or so minutes. Substitution coming from Enfield. Enfield making their second change of the game. Joe Payne coming on for Ollie Knight. What will this do to the formation? We shall wait and see. Joe Payne starts his action by launching the ball up the line for a throw-in, but it's now with Blair for Maidstone. The ball's deflected off an Enfield boot. It's going to be a throw to Maidstone on halfway. So Payne slotted in at right back. It looks like Mills has pushed further up into right midfield. Beg your pardon, left back and left midfield, respectively. And here is Mills in his more advanced position, but it's with Seaman for Maidstone. Low ball forward. Shot comes in from Benton, just wide of goal. Caught a deflection, however, it will be a corner for Maidstone. John Benton there making a bit of an impact with his first touch. Turning, swivelling on the right of the area, shooting, catching a deflection and out for a corner, which Ben Brooks will take from Maidstone.
Yeah, it's the first really attack they've had, Maidstone, and always dangerous on a set piece. But to be honest, we've dominated the second half, and this is the first kind of attack they've got now. So let's see what happens.
Still a danger though. Maidstone's 2 of their goals this season have come from set pieces. The corner swung in, Nembard gets ahead in it first. It's out to Krasniki outside the area. Back out wide to Ben Brooks on the left. The corner taker, but he's well tackled by Lennon Peake. Adrenaline no doubt still flowing through the veins of Lennon Peake. It was a lovely strike for his goal, Peake. I was very impressed, very clean strike. But danger here for Maidstone as the long throw comes in from Brooks into the area. It's been allowed to bounce, Forster gathers. Maidstone fans behind the goal clamour. They not sure why, but they clamour anyway. Forster nevertheless just gets on with the game. And Mills chips the ball forward. Leshabella goes up for it, and Joe Payne will add an extra dimension to the Enfield game. Now that he's on, we can get the long throws going as well as everything else. Payne will take a throw now. It's inside his own half, so it'll be up the line rather than into the area, but immediately another extra attacking dimension is added to the Enfield game. Payne throws the ball forward. Otway again didn't necessarily win the ball cleanly, but he occupied 2 Maidstone defenders. It's Maidstone now though, come forward themselves. Benton lays it off to Krasniki. First time ball, looking for the forwards. It's back with Benton. He shoots from range. It's blocked by Nembard, and it's going to go out for another Maidstone corner. Of the 4 goals Maidstone had scored before today, 2 had come from Ben Brooks corners, 2 had come from Ben Brooks long throws. So this is definitely an area of threat. And it might be what Maidstone are relying on now, because Enfield have a bit more of the attacking momentum, but Maidstone certainly pose a threat from these set pieces.
Yeah, they've been sitting back counter-attacking us now because the momentum's changed this half, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do. But it's good having Mills pushing up forward in place of Knight, and we've got Payne there for the long throw, so let's have an attack and see what happens there.
Meantime though, Ben Brooks will take this corner. He's put the 2 hands up again. It's been his signal a couple of times from his corners. The referee's delaying things, sucking the momentum out of the game by having a word with George Fowler, the captain of Maidstone, and Mickey Parcell and Joe Payne. Maybe he's just discussing longevity at football clubs. Maybe it's just that. Ben Brooks will have another go. 2 hands raised. Everybody in the 6-yard box. Absolute melee in there. Forster got a bit of breathing space. The corner comes in. It's deep towards the back post. There's tugging on the shirt there. And the referee's given another corner. Well, I could see clear as day Parcell, a handful of Parcell's shirt in a Maidstone hand, but the referee saw only the deflection off Parcell and out for a corner.
Yeah, could have given a free kick there, but he didn't. And yet again, we have another set piece here for Maidstone, and it's Brooks taking the corner.
Just the 1 hand raised this time from Brooks, left-footed from the left towards the near post. Flick comes in, come out to the edge of the area, and it's cleared long, I think, by Mills. Krasniki now under pressure inside his inside the Enfield half, chips the ball down the left. Brooks down by the corner flag, very clever ball into number 7 Benton, and the chips ball, and it's in. Blair has scored again. Little dinked finish, left-footed chip, very cute move down the left from Maidstone. Just when Enfield were looking to get back into the game, with 15 minutes left, Maidstone have extended their lead back to 2 goals again. It's a second goal for Aaron Blair. It's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 3.
Yeah, he got free and Nembard there, and could have done better there with the challenge, and it was a clinical finish really against the run of play, but a well taken goal nevertheless.
It was a cute move from Maidstone. Brooks fed the ball into the channel for the substitute Benton to run onto on the left, down by the byline, and he pulled it back into Blair and around the penalty spot from where he scored his first goal, and he just helped the ball in with his left foot, just kind of curled the ball in to the keeper's left, just inside the post. And so Enfield have the 2-goal deficit to chase once again. Leonard kicks us off. Le Chabella, Mickey Parcell on the right. Parcell brings it forward over halfway. Beats one man, beats the second man, keeps his feet, tries to play the ball forward. Leonard will pick it up, runs into trouble, runs into traffic. Bentley picks it up for Maidstone, brings it over halfway and on the left. Bentley, and now Blair on the left. Double goal scorer for Maidstone. He pulls it back to Benton, who assisted that last goal. Benton on the left, combining with Bentley again and getting it back from Bentley. Benton wins a throw for Maidstone. Down by the corner flag on the left-hand side for them. It's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 3. It will be a throw to be taken by Ben Brooks, and it will be a long one. He's not messing around here. He's looking to pile the pressure on. Maidstone, though, only 2 men in the area, and he's thrown it short to Benton, who's turned. Neat little Cruyff turn's gone down a bit too easy there. He's won the free kick. I'm not sure there's too much contact there, John.
I don't think there was any contact there. He just turned and fell. But they've got a free kick, and it's about on the byline, edge of the area, distance where the area sticks out, about 20 yards out by the left side. About to take the free kick.
Yeah, free kick incoming. It's a dangerous position here out on the left. One-man wall. And 1, 2, 3, 4 in the area, 5 in the area for Maidstone. Across low towards the front post. It's a poor free kick in truth. Le Chabella got the initial clearance. Flicked ball there from Leonard, and now Peake chipping it forward towards the right flank, and something for Casimir to chase. And there's men arriving towards the area. Casimir fronted by 2 Maidstone players, and he's lost out to the combination of those 2 players. And Maidstone clear up the line. A late challenge, late follow through there from Mills. The referee not thrilled by that, and in fact Mills is going to get a yellow card, something by which to remember his debut. Just a slightly late challenge, more frustration I think than anything else down in the corner flag area for Maidstone.
Yeah, it was definitely a bit of frustration there, and definitely a free kick, and yeah, probably deserved the yellow. Probably been our best player, I think. Great debut for him, very energetic player, and that's the positive to pick out for today so far.
And what I take as a positive from that yellow card actually was that Mills was the one breaking into the area to support Casimir. There wasn't much other support. I think some tired legs out there, but Mills made the effort to get into the area. Then when Casimir lofts the ball out on the right, Mills charged over and took out his man to earn the yellow card. So plenty of energy, plenty of willing at least. There's a stoppage here. The man who was charged down by Mills is certainly giving external indications of agony, but again I suspect it's one of those that he'll pull through eventually, the poor lamb. I think he'll manage. The physio's on. A couple of Maidstone players milling around about him, but most of them have wandered off to the halfway line to take on some extra refreshment. As have a couple of the Enfield players, but there's more of a conflab in the centre circle for the Enfield lot, discussing amongst themselves how to pull it back. It's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone 3. We've got just under 15 minutes left to play.
Yeah, we've really got to support Casimir when we go forward again. It was nobody support there, and he lost the ball in it, but he did well to hold it on for the time he did. So it plays back on.
Yeah, Maidstone have restarted, lumping the ball up the pitch. It's come all the way through to Nembard. He always given it away cheaply there to Bentley. He was trying to play a cute little defensive ball. Parcell's gone sliding in, and Maidstone have a throw out on their left. Benton's picked it up, but he's going to leave it to the long throw specialist, Ben Brooks. Benton's made a difference since he's come on, the number 7. He's in possession now, gives it back to Brooks. Brooks going back towards his own goal. Krasniki forward to Benton on the left. Shuffling towards the area, cutting infield. Plays it infield to Garang. Goes all the way out to Seaman. Out on the right, curls with the outside of his right foot. It's a dangerous looking ball, but straight through to Forster. Just a bit too much on that for Benton. The pendulum swung back Maidstone's way, I'd say, in the last 5 minutes or so, as Ottaway goes up for a header. Garang loses out, just about. It's well done. Billy Leonard. Ottaway looks for Peake. Ball's cut out. Peake just about retrieves the situation. Gives it back to Parcell. He's under pressure, but does well. Steps inside his man. Parcell brings it forward, looks to chip it forward towards Casimir. It's cleared as far as Benton, inside forward position. He's done well to find Bentley out on the left, on halfway for Maidstone. Bentley points to Blair, and Blair gets in front of his man on the left, just outside the area, feeds it back into Benton on the left of the area. Benton going towards the byline, looking to dribble in between two players. Is that a back pass now? Forster's collected with his hand, and what's the referee given here? I think it's an indirect free kick. Benton was causing problems. Two Enfield defenders came across. They got the better of him, and then the ball was stabbed back towards Forster. It was just about to bypass him, so he stuck out a hand, and the ref, after a moment's consideration, has given an indirect free kick inside the penalty area, virtually at the left side of the 6-yard box to Maidstone, and this is extremely dangerous.
Actually, it wasn't even that exact spot. It was more to the left, really, edge of the 6-yard box, but he's made it even easier for them there. Back pass to the keeper, but hopefully they will not make the most of this. And they're all lining up on the goal line, all our players.
Yeah, it's only 6 yards from goal. It's on the left-hand corner of the 6-yard box, pretty much. Maybe a yard or two infield from the left-hand corner. And I can see on the goal line 5 men, Reece Forster, 2 more men. They've virtually filled the entire goal line, Enfield. It will be an indirect free kick, so it will be touched to a Maidstone player, and then the Enfield players will rush out from the goal line to charge it down. Kwasnicki's lining up the shot. Here it comes. The shot comes in. It's blocked. Shot's blocked, and it's gone out for a corner. The ball was rolled back to Kwasnicki. He walloped it with his left foot towards Forster's left hand, but the out-rushing Enfield players did really well there. Charged the ball down. It will be a corner.
Yeah, I think it was Harley Mills again. He was first to the ball. He seems to have the most energy in our team at the moment. So that was a great block. And again, we have another corner.
Yeah, they're racking up these corners now for Maidstone. Half a dozen, I think. As it's flung in towards the back post this time. It's beaten everyone and bounced once. Sam Smith tries to lob it back in. It's gone all the way through. There's half a chance here for Maidstone. As they try to free the shot up. It's half blocked by Enfield. Now, again, the clearance only just about affected. It's charged down and gone out for a goal kick. Eventually it was Parcell who put his foot through it. That allowed the ball to ricochet back for a goal kick, but a bit of a scramble there in the Enfield box. The corner initially was allowed to bounce at the back post and then launch back into the area, and it eventually went out for a goal kick to Enfield.
Yeah, I mean, since their goal, they've posed more of a threat than we have again. So hopefully we get it back into a bit more danger in their box.
As Ottaway's given a tug, he's in the air, he's gone down, and the referee's not giving anything. Ottaway you could see clearly his shirt was being pulled back on the edge of the area there. He then continued, he then went down. Maidstone smuggled the ball clear, but the referee just waved it back on. And this, just moments after the referee awarded a back pass to Maidstone. It's not going down well with the natives here at the Dave Bryant Stadium. A free kick finally given for offside to Enfield. So the referee is now coming over to the Enfield bench, and he's going to have words with someone on the Enfield bench. It's a yellow card. I don't think it's to Gavin. It's to one of those assistants on the Enfield bench. Referee's come over, shown a yellow card to someone on the Enfield bench, and Reece Forster's restarted play with a long ball up towards the Maidstone area. Maidstone's clearance isn't great, it's only up in the air. Ottaway's gone down again, but Kwasnicki's able to bring it clear for Maidstone, slow the game down a bit, look for support. He's done really well. Ottaway taking the sting out, giving it back to Ben Brooks. He's played the ball long forward up the left, but it's gone out of play. Parcell catches it to take a throw in and gives it straight back to Forster, and he can restart the game for Enfield. So we enter the final 5 minutes or so, 7 minutes or so. Launched forward by Enfield, but cleared back. Payne now heads it forward again. Headed out again by Maidstone. Another hooked clearance. Mensah's there to see it through to Forster. He's come outside his areas, as is his wont. Chips it forward with his right foot, looking for the ever-willing Harley Mills, but it's gone out for a throw-in. There's a view being voiced in the stands that perhaps the referee is being a little lenient on the Maidstone players when they effect physical challenges. But play continues, and a Maidstone throw in their right back position. flick from Bentley, a bit of confusion, and Mills now chips it forward. Something for Otway and Casimir to chase. Casimir's got the ball, he's got into the 6-yard box, he's gone down, and the ball is cleared by Maidstone. Nothing doing from the ref again. Garang manages to head it back, and now it's cleared forward, and it's something for Benton to chase. But Parcell's there before him. Parcell does well to beat his man, beats his second man, just about hangs on to possession. In the end, beats 3 men and then gives it to Leishabela on halfway, and Leishabela finds Payne. Joe Payne brings it forward, finds Mills now, wide on the left for Enfield Town. He curls the ball this time with his right foot into the area. Otway gets ahead on it. Lennon Peake's picking it up at the back post. Peake, twisting and turning, chips the ball into the 6-yard box, but it's half cleared by Maidstone. Peake chips it forward again. Will he get a third bite at the cherry, or Maidstone now? Sam Smith gets the clearance. Only as far as Parcell. Neat little pass in from him to Leishabela. He lays it back to Mensah. First time ball across to Josh Nembard. Nembard now finds Joe Payne. Enfield pushing in these dying moments, looking for something to cling on to. It's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 3 as we're into the last couple of minutes. Nembard chips the ball forward to the right. Otway's up. Peake settles for the throw on the right, gives it back to Parcell just inside the Maidstone half on the right. Parcell, clever ball forward. 1-2 with Leonard, but it's played forward by Maidstone instead, and Mensah heads it forward back to his goalkeeper, but he sold him short, and it's chipped forward and into the goal. It's a hat-trick. It was a poor header back by Carl Mensah. Aaron Blair was through on goal. Forster went down and on his knees, and Blair just about chipped Aaron Blair just about chipped the ball over Forster into the back of the net. That's killed the game now, and it's Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 4.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a great debut for Carl Mensah, really. 2 mistakes, really. That was a dreadful header back. You can see there's no chance of Forster getting to it. And it's cost us 2 goals, really. It's a shame because the rest of the game has been quite good for him, but compared to Harley Mills, he's probably been the light of our, the light spark, the bright spark of our performance today. But great finish, clinical, been punished for every mistake they've had. So fair credit to Maidstone, they made the most of it, and it's deservedly so.
Yeah, about 4 minutes remaining. Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 4, and at 2-0, 2-1, Enfield were in this. They were putting on pressure at the start of the second half at 2-0. They were putting on pressure at 2-1, but Maidstone got that crucial third goal, and now they've really sealed the points. And the goals come out of nothing, just as Enfield were having one final last hurrah. A poor header back from Mensah, and out of nowhere, the ball was gifted to Aaron Blair, and he was through on goal for his hat-trick. Enfield have a throw down, an attacking position. Joe Payne's on, so he's going to launch the ball into the area, wide on the right, level with the edge of the area. Enfield have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men in the area. Ball goes in towards Mensah. He flicks one high up into the air. It's come out to Payne. Back to Peake. Is he going to line up a shot on his left foot? He does, and it's caught to the second attempt by Alexis Andre in the Maidstone goal, and he'll be in no rush to restart things. Enfield's heads haven't dropped. It's good to see them having a go, but it's too little too late.
Yeah, and Peake's got a really good shot actually when he does get an opportunity, so that's been another positive pick today. But at the end of the day, they've taken the chances, and again, it's costly mistakes that cost goals.
Yeah, as with the 6-1 defeat at Slough, it's been individual errors at the back, which makes it all the more frustrating. It's not been a terrible performance. There's been a late challenge here from Harley Mills, who's got his second yellow card. It was a late challenge. He's received his second yellow card. It's a red card for Harley Mills. It's the price he's paid for his exuberance of youth. He's gone flying in there. It was late. There's no real complaints about that.
Foul on who?
It was late challenge. It's a second yellow, and it's a red card right at the death for Harley Mills. And beaten 4-1, Enfield Town are now down to 10 men as well.
Yeah, and I think it was Bentley. Is it Bentley got fouled? And it was definitely a yellow card. Shame. Really, our 2 debutants to costly mistakes. Even though Harley Mills probably played really well, but It was definitely a second yellow, no complaints there. And yeah, we're well beaten again.
Substitutions here for Maidstone. I can see Pierre Foncu coming on, Rafe Brown coming on, and Bruno Andrade, a former Premier League player, coming on. So it's Bentley's come off, number 16. That looks like Ben Brooks coming off, the number 3, I think. And there's one more substitute. Yes, Bentley and Brooks have come off. And there's one more substitute. And it looks like Bivesh Garang has come off, having just been hacked down by Harley Mills. He's picked himself up and he's coming off as a substitute. And why not? Why wouldn't Maidstone make 3 more substitutions to kill off the final few minutes of the games? As I said, John, no complaints. It's just, I don't know what the opposite is of the icing on the cake. I don't know what the sort of negative version of that is, but it kind of was that for Enfield Town, wasn't it? It was just when it couldn't get any worse. We're down to 10 men.
He's on loan for a month. He misses.
7 added minutes coming. As has been pointed out to me, Harley Mills has just been sent off. He's only on loan for a month, so he's going to miss at least 1 game within that time. As Maidstone build again, and they're into the area, but and they've still got the ball. It's Benton, he's retrieved it. Now it's with Krasniki. Benton again, Krasniki on the left, looking to chip the ball forward into the area. This is Brown. Nembard does well. Attendance of 984, which is good going. Strong showing from Enfield. Maidstone still with possession. Krasniki gives it back to Oweka in defence now. Krasniki again. And Maidstone will be no rush to see out these final 7 minutes of added time. They're just passing amongst themselves at the back. Krasniki now pinging one forward out to the right, looking for Seaman. He takes it gloriously on his right foot, cuts and field onto his left foot, shoots. Forster saves. My goodness, that would have been some goal from Charlie Seaman. It was a ping from left to right by Sam Smith. Seaman collected it on the run beautifully, didn't break stride, just rolled with it infield onto his left foot, shot low, but it was easy for Forster, who's now launched it forward up towards Ottaway. He's taking it on his chest, but there's no one there to support him. And Enfield, admittedly now down to 10 men, their stretch. The defence is kind of the priority now for Enfield, and Nembard's headed that back just about enough on it for Forster to gather. And Enfield will now look to the next game, which is, the next game is Peterborough Sports in the FA Cup. The next league game is Bath City away, and they're 14th in the league at the start of play. The next home league game for Enfield Town is a big one. The next home game for Enfield is Weymouth. Weymouth started the game bottom of the division, so that really is one Enfield must win. Saying before kick-off today, this was a crucial game. It was a must win. It was a big chance to build momentum for Enfield. Desperately frustrating that they're 4-1 down going into injury time. Ottaway's won a good header though, and Lennon Peake can pick up the ball just inside the byline. He's dribbled into the penalty area, pulled his shot wide of the near post. He did really well. Ottaway had the flick. Peake collected the ball on the byline, dribbled back infield, got into the area onto his left foot, but dragged his shot wide.
Yeah, Peake's probably been one of the highlights really. He's always going to be a threat, but again, we just know we're not winning. Our momentum dipped. And we stopped missing out on winning those 50-50 balls in the middle of the pitch, and it's cost us dearly. But apart from that, really, it's the mistakes we made at the back that's cost us big time.
Yeah, the individual mistakes have cost us the goals. It's frustrating to see Lennon Peake getting forward into the area, showing what he can do in this second half, because in the first half we saw none of it. There was so little support for Kasimu in attack in that first half. We've seen a bit of it in the second half, but it's been undone by the defensive mistakes at the back. As both sides appeal for a throw-in, but it's gone Maidstone's way, level with the edge of the Enfield area on the left. And the throw will be taken by Rafe Brown, a second half substitute. He throws it into Benton, another substitute who's been effective for Maidstone. He's down by the left corner flag for Maidstone, just rolling his foot over the ball. Standing up, looking into his bag of tricks. not really going anywhere, but doesn't need to go anywhere because Maidstone are leading at Enfield 4-1. Rafe Brown pulls it back to Sam Smith. Benton's lost out this time, and then a late challenge, but play goes on. This time play is called back for a foul by the Enfield man. It's a foul on Smith, and it's going to be a free kick halfway inside the Enfield half on the left for Maidstone. Krasniki will take on the left. He's got Benton short for him. He's got Pierre Fonku, a Cameroon under-19 international, making a run into the area. It's gone short to Benton. He curls it into the area. Forster comes out, lets it go. It's gone out for a goal kick. Enfield Town 1, Maidstone 4. On balance of play, how fair a scoreline do you think that is, John?
I suppose maybe a 2 or 3-1 game rather than a 4-1. It flattered them really, the scoreline, but still, you've kind of got what we deserve for making schoolboy errors, literally. And if we keep making mistakes and not learning from it, well, you've got to learn from mistakes, not carry on making mistakes.
Got to learn quickly, haven't you? As Benton brings it over halfway for Maidstone. And that's with the substitute. Rafe Brown on the left, Brown on the right, with Benton again, goes back to Krasniki. Now infield to Garang. He plays it forward to the left of the area. And now it comes back to Bruno Andrade, the substitute. Man with Premier League experience, Andrade. For QPR, going back in the mists of time, and he now plays a cute ball forward. Now ball's played through and a chance for Maidstone, chip forward to the back post, but Parcell coolly able to chest the ball back to Forster. Maidstone got in behind there but didn't have enough men in support. And Forster, what's he got to aim at now? Harry Ottaway ploughing a lonely furrow up the top there. 1 against 5 as the final whistle goes. Brings to an end a disappointing afternoon for the town. Maidstone took the lead in the first half with Matt Bentley. Aaron Blair doubled their advantage in the second. Enfield pulled the goal back through Lennon Peake, but then mistakes allowed 2 more goals for Aaron Blair. He completed his hat-trick. 3 for him, 1 for Bentley. In reply, 1 for Lennon Peake in Enfield. John Manatara, your final thoughts?
Yeah, it was painful. I've got to be totally honest. Especially, we didn't have any real creativity, so we kind of got what we deserved. You can't afford to make these sort of basic errors on this level, and you get punished. Whereas we may have got away with it at the Isthmian Premier League, we can't get away with it in this league. It shows, and you've got to be on the ball every minute, and concentrate. And unfortunately, we didn't do that. It's a shame, really. Mensah had some good moments as well. Apart from a couple of mistakes that cost us 2 goals, and Harley Mills was a bright spark until he reckless second challenge. Ottaway was good to see him back. Could have had a free kick or penalty edge of the area, which should have been given with a shirt pull. But apart from that, there wasn't much else to find positives about, really. Peake played quite well, I think, and onwards to the next game and move on, and hopefully we keep on learning instead of carrying on making the same mistakes.
Oh, and that's the thing. There have been a lot of individual mistakes, which is a real frustration. And it's interesting just listen to your very accurate summary there. Player played well, but then made a mistake. Player played well, but then made a mistake. Mensah played well, made a mistake. Mills played well, made a mistake. Led to 2 goals and a sending off, and that's been the way of things. Enfield Town have got to learn fast. It leaves us with the final score of Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 4. I'll finish up by saying that the next couple of fixtures for Enfield are a home game next Saturday. It's the FA Cup, second qualifying round. They're at home to Peterborough Sports. You can join me for that. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff next Saturday, the 14th of September. That's followed by an away league match on Saturday, the 21st of September, away to Bath. And then a crunch game at the bottom of the table on Saturday the 5th of October at home to Weymouth. Weymouth bottom of the table at the start of play today. Before all that though, join me next Saturday 14th of September, 3 o'clock kickoff, Enfield Town against Peterborough Sports in the FA Cup. However, until then, I will bid you adieu and leave you with the final score. Enfield Town 1, Maidstone United 4.